Hello and good morning. It's amazing the world that we're living in. So mysterious. Don't know what's around that next corner or what your journey has in store for you. No, we all get frustrated, we get angry, we get upset. Sometimes maybe we even get a little unhinged due to a certain situation. Because people ain't loyal these days. Loyalty is a very frail thing because it doesn't really exist that much anymore. It's not really a thing anymore. Trust isn't really a thing because not a lot of people have it. And it's not entirely their fault why they don't trust people or they don't trust the situation. More now than I've ever seen, people are looking within themselves. Intuition, first instinct, basic instincts, where our insides may be telling us something. Maybe we don't always listen. Maybe we don't always listen to our intuitions and what our core and our minds are trying to tell us because we want to just wing it. We got this. But a lot of people today are sitting there saying they don't got this. They don't feel like they got this. There's a lot of people out there who feel that when you conquer one situation, another situation is waiting right there at the door. As you start to feel like it's never going to change, it's never going to get better, this stuff is never going to stop happening or being a thing. And I get it. A lot of my life has been like that, where I have felt like that so many times. But I've learned along my journey that that's not always the case. I was telling my brain these things, and I can't, and I won't, and there's no ways, and all of that stuff. Dimming down on my mind, dimming down on intuitions. Oh, I can't do that. We can't do that. You know, Regardless if it's fear, anger, you're holding a grudge, or whatever it may be. Always know it's not the situation. It's not what had happened or what had went down. What matters is how you handle it, how you conquer the situation, how you tackle the situation. When somebody says all this nasty stuff, they're cutting you down, they're dimming down on your dreams, trying to cut you deep. If you stand there and you look at them and you smile and you say, okay, well, you have a nice day, and you turn around and walk away, they're going to keep coming at you verbally as you're walking away because they're going to be mad that you didn't have a response. There is many ways of handling situations, but when people and life underestimate you, you gotta go to plan B. And you're not proving to any other person that you're worthy or that you're enough or that you can do what they're saying you can't. So you're not talking about it. Don't gloat. Don't even discuss it. Just do it. All that stuff that everybody says that you can't do, that you won't do, don't even discuss it. It's not a thing. Just do it and make it happen. And then look at their faces. Look at how they're going to want to be your best friend when they were trashing your name and saying all this stuff about you or to you. And when stuff goes down, really bad stuff, physical fights, verbals, situations, it's not really the situation at the time. What matters is how you handle it, how you tackle it, and how you go about it. How you handle the decisions, how you handle the situations, and what you do with it, that's what really matters. Because then people are going to be looking at you. And they're going to see another light. They're going to see something that maybe they haven't seen before. You know, fighting and disputing and all this stuff, the domestic violence and everything. If you handle situations differently than what you normally do, you'd probably be surprised at the outcome. Maybe you won't. Maybe it doesn't change at all. Because some people are always wanting to be stuck in their old ways, their old habits. They don't want to change. They don't want to change how they conquer, tackle, or handle situations or their demeanor. They just want to be stuck in their own ways. But when you're stuck in your own ways and you're not progressing and you're not going nowhere, that's when it's time to say that you need to make a change. It's time to make a change, to do something differently, handle situations differently. If you have to be cold, then you have to be cold. Because sometimes people push you to that fine line where you're like, I'm done, I've had enough, I'm not taking no more of this crap. Become colder. Start distancing yourself from those people who don't give a flying about you or your journey, but yet you're supposed to care about them and their situations. That's not how it works. This is your life. It's your journey. And if you don't take back your life and stand your ground, then nothing is going to change. To change your life, 9 times out of 10, you have to look deeply within yourself. And if it's not you, and it is another person or another situation, then you need to release that and relinquish it. Let it go. Because it's not helping you. It's hurting you. Thank you for tuning in. And I appreciate you all.